Well, hello, Darlin. So, hello, paper crafters. Kelly Baxter-Fitzgerald here with Snips by Kelly. And I have a 3-project share today, but it's really all about Hello Darlin. So Hello Darlin is actually our featured collection for June. So my Snips by Kelly paper crafters usually like to vote on the 3 collections that are in the current idea book and let me know what they would like to do first. They love them all, but they decided that they wanted to go a little bit out of order and do the beautiful Hello Darlin collections first. So I have my 2 types of workshops that I do. The first is the Simply Scrappin version, which you see here. And the Simply Scrappin version is always guaranteed to be more for simple scrappers without any die cuts, without any stamping, without any Cricut cuts. And so those of you that know me know that I love to add Cricut cuts to pages, but there's definitely a time and a place for decorative scrapbooking versus simply scrapbooking. So what you're seeing is my Simply Scrapbooking, the first layout of my Simply Scrapping Hello Darlin, which I love, just the paper strips here. So the Simply Scrappin workshop uses the paper pack and sticker sheet, the Picture My Life cards, and the embellishments that go with that set. So you can see some of these cute little embellishment sets that look like fireworks, and then of course stickers from the sticker sheets, and this is a little chipboard piece that's part of the embellishments. And then you'll see bits and pieces of Picture My Life cards. This is a little pinwheel that I cut out of a Picture My Life card. I love to use Picture My Life cards for added extras and added elements to pages. And I just love this fun feel with all of the red, white, and blue colors. The next layout was super fun. Again, very simple for my Simply Scrappin', with still lots of photo opportunities as well. So I did a little fun tearing technique down here. If you're not into the tearing, you could simply cut some different diagonals on the bottom with the stickers from the sticker sheet here. Super simple. Some bits and pieces from the paper pack as well as from the Picture My Life cards. Cutting those Picture My Life cards apart to give added extra elements. This next layout, which is again part of my Simply Scrappin' workshop, was patterned off of a focal page that was in the catalog that I absolutely loved. So I took some pieces again from the Picture My Life cards to use them as those elements to tuck under. So right here you see a piece of a Picture My Life card. Here you see pieces of Picture My Life cards. Here is some cute little pieces right off of the sticker sheet. And then those embellishments come with cute acrylic shapes of all different kinds of icons. And then again, another Picture My Life card here with some of those cute little lantern stickers. It just makes you feel so summery. It's such a wonderful summery vibe. We've had such a long spring here. In fact, we had snow and ice yet this last week, and so it has been long. I'm so ready. So I don't know about you, but red, white, and blue always makes me think of home. It makes me think of summer and home. Here's a really pretty flower cluster here that was simply cut out of a Picture My Life card. This is piece of a Picture My Life card as well. Simple strips here that sort of hug the photos there, and then some larger photo opportunities on this side. Here's some of those elements from the embellishment kit. Here again, some flowers cut right out of the Picture My Life cards. I did cut some lanterns out of the Picture My Life cards as well, and do some tucking of some of those acrylic shapes there. And I love to make clusters that way. You can make your clusters out of pictures of the Picture My Life cards. You can make them out of the stickers as well as out of the actual embellishments that come in the kit. So this was a fun just cutting longer pieces of paper on diagonals and using both sides. Love that. Love all the photo opportunities in this one. It just feels summery and fun. So here we have a Picture My Life card here. This cute little basket was cut out of the Picture My Life card, and it just adds that wonderful element there when you pop it up at the bottom. So simple, but so pretty and so functional with all of those functional photo spots there. Here's another play with fun. Sometimes when I get to the last layout, this is actually, excuse me, a 12-page workshop, my Simply Scrappin workshops. And you can always see the differences in my workshops on the blog at www.snipsbykelly.blogspot.com. But a lot of times when you are stretching a 6 pattern paper pack into 12 full 12 by 12 pages, you sometimes get down to tiny little scraps at the end. And my goal is always to use up all the little bits so that when you get done, you are done and you don't have bags and bags of extra little bits that you say you're going to use sometime and then you don't use them. So this was fun because I simply used little tiny scraps of leftovers, parts of Picture My Life cards, like this one right here is part of a Picture My Life card. This one right here, these here are parts of Picture My Life cards. They're wonderful because they're 3x4 and 4x6, so they're so easy to cut apart. Here is part of a Picture My Life card, and here this one as well. Such a simple and easy layout. So that is project number 1, 12 pages of Simply Scrappin for my simple scrappers who love to be able to put simple and easy pages together without having to own a die cutting machine, a Cricut, or any other fancy kind of equipment. So now we're going to move on to Sparkle and Shine. Sparkle and Shine is another workshop style that I do. So for every paper line of our main lines, I always do a Simply Scrappin workshop. Like I said, it uses the paper pack and sticker sheet, the Picture My Life cards, and the bling that comes with that line. But the Sparkle and Shine uses our amazing workshop kits. So if you've never done any of our workshop kits, they are filled with goodness. You simply get the workshop kit and you can make an adorable 6-page workshop that's already ready to go, and the instructions are included. And it has die cuts in the kit. It has stickers in the kit. It has embellishments in the kit. It has pattern paper in the kit and extra pattern paper, extra specialty paper that you can't get anywhere but in the kit. And then it also has cardstock in the kit. Or I take these workshops and I create my own special workshop with all of those elements plus added cardstock. So you can see here quite a few different things that I've done. So I did back a Cricut cut here with a pattern paper, which is just such a fun thing. Sometimes it's a little bit of a, what do you want to say, pain, because it is fussy cutting, but it's so worth it because it just adds so much. And then you can pop that up with foam tape and tuck these acrylic shapes and stickers and things that come right in the kit underneath to just build this beautiful decorative element on the bottom. But look at 8 photo opportunities here on the top. I did a little fussy cutting of some flowers out of some of the leftover pattern paper just to get some extra flowers out of that. And then you'll see all kinds of acrylic shapes and stickers to decorate the page. On this page, I carried through with the backing theme and I backed a couple more Cricut flowers with that background paper, and again fussy cut around them. It's not hard to do when you use our great microtip scissors because they're so sharp and they work so great. Popping those up and adding those elements under, and again more photo opportunities. And this piece here is a die cut that comes right in the kit. Sometimes there's all kinds of fun things that you can journal on and that you can add with all of those additional elements in the kit. It's so vibrant. These colors are so vibrant. And then in each one of my Sparkle and Shine workshops, I usually like to have one layout at least that's heavy on the Cricut cuts because I'm a Cricut girl and I just love to do that. I don't do that for all of the pages. I just simply, if there's certain ones that I love to create that wow effect, then I totally do that. So you can see here the lanterns are from our Hello Darlin digital collection, which is so fun. Spectacular is an embellishment that comes right in the chipboard embellishments. Then you see a cluster of Cricut cuts combined with some of the embellishments in the acrylic shapes. Part of the embellishment kit up here is the smile, and then lots and lots of photo opportunities with some of the die cuts that come right in the kit incorporated in, as well as some of those Cricut cuts from the digital collection. It was so fun with nice large photo opportunities on that one. So really enjoyed doing that one. And then sometimes some of the simplest pages end up being your favorite. So I had so much fun with this one. I did do a little bit of journaling or freehand drawing around the outer edge with our gel pen, a red flavored, red colored gel pen. And then I just had so much fun with our white gel pen. And it's so crazy how that little tiny bit of that white gel pen around the edges of some of that pattern paper just makes it pop. This outer edge here is specialty paper that is extra paper that comes in our workshop kit. So you get some paper that isn't even available separately. It's only available within the kit. And then all of the fun embellishments and the stickers that look like fireworks just made this for a real blast, and still a wonderful amount of size in there for photo opportunities as well. And then this one is a layout that has been a trend for a while, for this past, I don't know, 3 months or so, is creating these backgrounds with the strips. Now, some people have fancy ways of doing it and they measure out all of their pieces. And I am a bit lazy, I guess, when it comes to things like this. What I simply do is I create long strips and then I cut my white background and I lay those strips over and trim off the edges. I don't want to have to measure angles and get them wrong. I just simply lay them across, trim off the excess, and then I have that wonderful background there. Now you say, well, what happens if the strips aren't long enough? Because if you cut a 12 by 12 strip and it doesn't diagonally go across, well, the middle is covered, right? So I'll take the 12 by 12 strip and trim the edges off, but I also snip it in the middle so that maybe the strip is only, this long and there's a hole in the middle, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't show. And it's such a wonderful technique to really be like those faux strips, and it makes you have the illusion that they go all the way under, but they're going to be covered anyway. And my philosophy is, why waste paper, right? So then a wonderful cluster here. Here is one of the circular die cuts that comes right in the kit, which I had fun with. And you can just see some little cluster elements where you're doing a combination of acrylics, of chipboard, of paper, of stickers. And I love combining all of those elements. Here's some of those elements that come right in that cute embellishment kit. And how simple is that with pretty big photo opportunities. And then a cluster here of Best Day Ever, which is one of those chipboard pieces as well. Here's an additional die cut that comes right in the kit. Just so fun and so easy. Now in this particular kit, it was all about stars, and they actually gave us these what I call overlays. Overlays are pieces that have Cricut cuts cut out of them in the back, but these are actually pieces that were right in the kit with the punch outs already coming out of them that you could design right on top of them. They're ready made for you. So the way that they designed it in the kit, what it was that it was 2 full pages of die cut stars. And I just loved that concept, but I didn't want it to be all of that. I didn't want it to be 2 full pages of the stars and have all of the photos be stars. I thought it was super fun to have a few of your photos be stars, but then have some traditional size photos on the bottom. So I found this cute little bunting banner on the Cricut and pieced that together over the top of the glorious red, white, and blue stripe. I absolutely loved it. And so you can mount your photos behind the stars, and then they actually gave you die cut pieces that insert right over the top to decorate those stars. It's pretty genius. And I'll show you at the end how I used the leftover pieces, because this is actually one die cut sheet cut in half, and I used half of it on one page and half of it on the other, which you know what that did. That gave me a whole die cut sheet to be able to use for something else. I love stretching existing materials and getting more bang out of them. So here is a large die cut. You see all of the fireworks are parts of the embellishment kits and stickers. And then the clusters, you see that extra pattern paper that comes right in the kit that is exclusive behind there, clustered with some lanterns and some stars. Super, super, super fun. I absolutely loved this one. It's one of my favorites, and I can't wait to put my summer photos on that one. Okay, traditional grids are always a good go-to, especially when you get toward the end of the paper and you don't have very much paper left. Love this. I've used this pattern before of just the strips and where you decorate across the strips so you get a good view of all the gorgeous patterns, but yet you're not wasting photo space there. Love Life is a Party, and it is actually Life is a Party with you. And then clustering a few Cricut cuts, but most of it is sticker elements from the sticker sheet. I actually cut some of the stickers, which is a trick that I use a lot, cutting stickers so that you can use other halves of them in different places and you can stretch your embellishments. Here I use some of the white gel pen around the outer side, and then a traditional grid, and I use that white gel pen again on some of those just to make those stand out. It's so crazy how that little tiny element of using that gel pen on those edges really, really makes a difference. Okay, so now I said we would have a leftover star sheet. So this is what the original star sheet looked like that came right in the kit. And they had it so that you were using two star sheets side by side. So I told you that I cut one of those star sheets in half and added other elements to it to make a different layout. And that left actually a 13th page, because this is a 12-page workshop, but it gave us a 13th page to be able to use in a traditional manner, in the manner that they wanted it to be used in the original workshop, which is so fun. I thought that would be so fun to put your photos behind the stars. And that is the 13-page Sparkle and Shine Hello Darlin project. I hope you love it. The last Hello Darlin project that I wanted to show you is part of our National Scrapbooking Day collection. Now, it wasn't originally intended to be a Hello Darlin project. It was an adorable strawberry mice project, and it was created with pastels. So it had some cute pinks and greens and reds in it, and it comes with this adorable strawberry mice stamp set. And I fell in love with those mice and those strawberries. Of course, I'm a jelly maker, and I love to make strawberry rhubarb jam. And there's something iconic about strawberries in summer. It makes you feel like summer. And then the little mice are so cute. So the original workshop had used these card patterns, but it was in pastels and it was in cardstock only. And I thought how Hello Darlin paper was absolutely made for this set. So what I did is I changed up the colors, and instead of the pastel greens and pinks, I added some sapphire and some periwinkle. I added some strips and some backgrounds of the Hello Darlin, and I used the exact patterns that were in the workshop kit for Strawberry Mice. I just changed up the colors, changed up the patterns, and I did add a little bit of an elevation kit. So I have an elevation envelope that I added, which is something that my paper crafters love. Sometimes they absolutely love the specials and they love the workshops, but they like little bits and pieces added. And I know you're familiar, if your maker does elevating of things, it's what makers do, right? So what I did is I added our little pocket from Hey Handsome. The Hey Handsome card kit has this little pocket and this little kerchief in it. And so I added that. I did a little Cricut writing on a Cricut circle. I added another white circle over here. And then because I'm lazy, I made my banners on the Cricut so I didn't have to dovetail all of those banners myself. And then I did the coloring in Tri-Blend marker. Now, The workshop, the original workshop, is pretty unique and wonderful in that it teaches you how to color with your ink pad, and it's pretty awesome. But I chose to use tri-blend markers because I wanted it to look a little bit more bold. If I were doing a pastel project like that, it's such a wonderful technique to use our ink pads. So Strawberry Mice makes 15 cards, and you would have leftovers, but I added a half a pack of Hello Darlin, and then I added all of this little elevation kit. So my Snips by Kelly paper crafters, or anyone out there who goes on my shop site and purchases the Strawberry Mice workshop kit, gets this little envelope in the mail with my altered instructions to be able to elevate their Strawberry Mice cards. It's just a little something that I started a long time ago, creating elevation envelopes for my paper crafters because they're such wonderful ladies, and usually it's hard for me to say no to them. And then I also included in the elevation envelope this cute little basket. And so, of course, what I do is I fold it up real small, but it makes this adorable, cute basket that you can either put candy in and give them one of your Strawberry Mice cards, or you can actually put your cards in the basket. And the reason I fold it up small is because I want to be able to send their elevation envelope in the mail and have it fit in a regular envelope because I'm frugal and I like to save on shipping. So that, my friends, is 3 Hello Darlin projects. We have our Strawberry Mice. We have the Sparkle and Shine 13-page workshop. We have the Simply Scrappin 12-page workshop, and we're just gonna have so much fun this summer with Hello Darlin. I hope you absolutely love the project shares, and you can check out any of the products in the links below this video. Happy scrapping, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.